If you are looking for the detailed information about the world's highest paid military, you're already in the right place, because we have meticulously researched and assembled any information you need related to the nations with the highest paid soldiers. According to estimates, the global military budget hit an astounding $1.92 trillion in 2019. So here's the top 13 countries with highest paid soldiers in the globe. Number 1. United States. The U.S. Army is one of the highest paid militaries in the world, with the Army, Navy, Air Force, Marine Corps, and National Guard all reporting to the Department of Defense. Ranked as the world's third largest army, the U.S. Army has 1,400,000 active frontline personnel and 442,000 on reserve. It also boasts an arsenal that includes 13,892 aircraft, 8,848 tanks, 64 submarines, 10 aircraft carriers, 19 warships, and other cutting-edge weaponry such as the Unmanned Combat Aerial Vehicle, UCAV. With such massive weaponry in its fleet, the U.S. government spends an amazing $601 billion on defense, with military soldiers earning an annual salary of $63,783. Number 2. China. China is one of the world's highest paid militaries, and China's People's Liberation Army Ground Force, PLAGF, stands as the world's largest army, with 2,333,000 active frontline personnel and 510,000 on reserve. The PLAGF is equipped with 9,150 tanks, 13,892 aircraft, 67 submarines, 9,204 artillery, and other weapons. The Chinese government spends $209 to $216 billion on defense, with military personnel earning $30,000 annually. Number 3. India. India's budget and remuneration of military personnel shows that India is one of the best paid militaries in the world. It is also the world's second largest military, with 1,445,550 active frontline personnel and 1,155,000 on reserve. The Indian Army has 1,905 aircraft, 6,464 tanks, 15 submarines, and other weapons, including nuclear power. The Indian Army has a $54.2 billion military budget, and its soldiers earn $17,510 per year. Number 4. Russia. Russia has the world's largest tank fleet, the second largest aircraft fleet after the United States, and the third largest submarine fleet after the United States and China. It has a military budget of $84.5 billion, which is spent for 766,055 active frontline personnel, 15,398 tanks, 3,429 aircraft, and 55 submarines. Russian soldiers are paid mostly depending on years of service. For example, Russian generals may receive $1,500 per month, while junior employees get $500. So to answer the question of how much do Russian soldiers get paid, is that they get an average of $50,281 to $114,000 each year. Hence, it is clearly one of the world's highest paid armies, especially as seen by its recent invasion of Ukraine. Number 5. United Kingdom. British Armed Forces is the standing military force of the UK. The British Armed Forces have 153,290 active frontline personnel and 45,590 reserve personnel. Her Majesty's Armed Forces arsenal has 227 tanks, more than 3,000 armored fighting vehicles, 936 aircraft, unmanned aerial vehicles, and other equipment. The British government spends $61.5 billion on its military budget, while its military soldiers earn $27,275 per year. Number 6. Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia's standing army is the Royal Saudi Armed Forces. The Royal Saudi Armed Forces have 127,000 active frontline personnel. Its arsenal includes artillery, tanks, submarines, and other weapons. It is also one of the highest paid militaries in the world. The Saudi government spends $46 billion on defense and gives military soldiers a yearly salary of $58,560. Number 7. Germany. The Bundeswehr is the armed forces of the Federal Republic of Germany. The Bundeswehr has 183,695 active frontline personnel and 900,000 on reserve. The Bundeswehr arsenal houses a considerable number of tanks, planes, submarines, artillery, and unmanned aerial vehicles. The German government spends $64.8 billion on defense and pays its military soldiers an annual salary of $73,951, making it one of the highest paid militaries in the world. Number 8. France. The French Army is one of the world's smallest military fleet. With 208,700 active frontline personnel and 35,000 on reserve, the French Army's arsenal houses 423 tanks, 1,264 aircraft, 10 submarines, and other weapons. However, France is one of the countries with the highest military salary. The French government's defense budget is $56.8 billion, and its military soldiers are paid an annual wage of $43,417. Number 9. Japan. The Japan Self-Defense Forces are also one of the world's smallest militaries, with 247,173 active frontline members and 56,000 on reserve. The Japan Self-Defense Forces arsenal has 1,613 aircraft, 678 tanks, 16 submarines, and aircraft carriers. The Japanese defense budget is $50.3 billion, yet its military personnel are among the lowest paid militaries of all in the list, with an annual pay of $5,282. Number 10. South Korea. With 555,000 active frontline personnel and 2,750,000 on reserve, the Republic of Korea Armed Forces of South Korea is one of the world's most powerful militaries. The country is well known for its 18-month required military duty for men and selective service for women. The South Korea Army is constantly on high alert due to the Demilitarized Zone (DMZ) along the border with North Korea. The Republic of Korea Armed Forces have 2,381 tanks, 1,412 aircraft, 13 submarines, and other weapons. The South Korean government spent $46.33 billion on the military budget and an annual wage of $33,921 for its military soldiers. Number 11. Italy. The Italian military was placed highly on credit justice reports due to the possession of aircraft carrier. The Italian army has 320,000 active frontline personnel, 586 tanks, 760 aircraft, and 6 submarines. The Italian defense budget is $34 billion. The average wage for each member of the Italian military is $51,000 per year. Although there are significant variances in compensation with the military, entering the army as a full-time job provides many Italians with the opportunity to earn more than the national average. Number 12. Australia. Australia's military workforce receives the highest paid salary in the world. A private in the Australian military will earn $88,748 AUD annually as of November 14, 2019. With no benefits after 10 years. Given that Australia is not a member of NATO, how come the Australian defense pays its soldiers extremely high salary? Well, the answer for this is mainly because their private and corporal remuneration scale reaches up to 10 pay motivators. It is also reported that the Australian Army salary ranges from around $58,756 per year for chef and $99,503 per year for dentist. The average Australian Army daily income ranges from approximately $159 for mechanic to $540 for surgeon. Number 13. Canada. In terms of basic pay, Canada also has the best paid soldiers in the world. The Canadian Armed Forces, CAF, provides competitive wages for their soldiers. Their beginning wage may be affected by their abilities, knowledge, experience, and training. As a new direct entry recruit, they may earn between $35,820 and $62,424 per year. While completing basic training, the CAF also provides favorable advantages for the soldiers, including insurance, housing, and allowances for things like uniforms, schooling, and transport back home from abroad. Although there is a debate that Canada pays their military personnel the highest, overall, it is Australia's soldiers that are paid the highest salary, while Canada comes in second place. So after knowing those 13 countries with highest paid salary in the world, are you now interested in joining the military forces in one of them? Drop your comments below. That's all for today. Thanks for watching and see you next time.